When political or personal differences are used to remove a governor or a CEC from office, it is not right. And this I want to give the example of His Excellency Governor Sonko, who was removed from office from unclear reasons or grounds. Maybe because of political interest, maybe because of personal hatred, and this young man of this country cannot serve in any other public office. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, it is very important to have clear grounds and to increase this threshold for impeachment.
And that will be very good. Two, I've had so many stories about Sonko's impeachment. At that time, then I was not in the Senate, but I've had so many of the senators talk that Sonko was impeached for no good reason. And maybe not only Sonko, maybe others. We should look at the thresholds of impeachment for governors and make a law that will work and will be, okay, it will not be compromised by either the Senate or even the county assemblies. And that will help us to move forward as a nation. Two, about the Bunge Towers.
Oh, even Governor Sonko, the immediate popular governor of Nairobi, Mr. Speaker, the consequence of it being impeached is so painful. You are staying out of office more than 10 years. And if Governor Sonko was even to contest in Mombasa County as a governor, to run for governor, Mr. Speaker, because the Supreme Court, the rule, he would have won to be the governor of Senator Faki at that point in time, Mr. Speaker. But this, Mr. Speaker, that is the pain of being impeached. So these are things we want to ensure. By the time you are impeached, let you have committed a serious offense and sin against man, against God, and against the Constitution of Kenya, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, thank you for this opportunity, and I hope this is a straightforward amendment. I want to ask my colleagues to allow us to process as much as possible. And with your permission, Mr. Speaker, as I beg to move, I request the chairperson, Senator Mohammed Abbas, one of the wisest senators on the floor of the House, Mr. Speaker, to second me. And I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I beg to move. I request Senator Abbas.
We don't have sufficient jurisprudence on what happens when somebody is impeached. In fact, this afternoon I met Governor Sonko, one of the victims of an impeachment process of this House, where it was clearly demonstrated to us on this House that threshold was not achieved at the County Assembly of Nairobi. Yet, like I've explained earlier, there are many things that happen in an impeachment exercise. Senator Makueni knows this because he appeared here as advocate for Governor Sonko in that impeachment hearing. He knows what happened. And I'm not sure how Senator Wambua voted in that one, Mr. Speaker. But you know, Mr. Speaker, impeachments have become political processes, yet they have very serious legal and constitutional consequences. So we cannot afford to just allow that anybody, even this one of Senate, I want to still suggest that we need to exercise our mind better. The only unfortunate thing is that it is a constitutional threshold because it doesn't matter the process. What matters at the end is when they eventually call Godfrey Osotsi, Senator for Vihiga, then you rise and say, I vote yes or no. At the end of the day,
there should be no replacement of a deputy governor, even after impeachment, within 14 days, until we give that deputy governor or that governor an opportunity to go to court. We are not gods, even at the Senate. We cannot say our decision is final. Right now, we have just been told Mike Sonko was never removed. He was removed by, so if we gave him an opportunity to go to court and we give the timelines, probably he'll be saved by today. I'll give you an example of Kiambu again. I like talking about my county.
And the way Governor Sonko was removed, if there is a way of even asking the Governor Sonko to bring a petition to this House, because the way he was removed is totally, I think, is unconstitutional and also very irregular. Honorable Speaker, you know, when these laws of impeaching governors should be looked at, we need to do amendments. That amendment that can go even as far as after they've been impeached in this House. This matter needs to go to the courts, for the courts to say, yes, this person was removed regularly. Honorable Speaker, some people are saying Governor Sonko was removed from up there, but I want to differ with those people. Because the same senators, some of them are here, even now, they're in this parliament. They removed Sonko. If they wanted to defy the issue of up there, they should have said no. Simple. Say, no, we're not going to remove this person. So the issue of removing somebody, and I'm very grateful, I'm happy that our president is not following that trend. He says no, because he goes to church.
We have seen governors go through anguish and pain of impeachment for reasons other than the provisions of the Constitution on removal of governors. There are governors who are out of office today, Mr. Speaker, for extra constitutional reasons. Mr. Speaker, I would dare, because Senator Cherargei, while contributing to this motion, made reference to me and where I stood on the impeachment of Governor Sonko, I want to remind this House and this country that to date, I believe that there were no grounds for the removal of Governor Sonko from office. And that he was removed for other reasons, not because of the breach of the Constitution, but for other reasons. And Mr. Speaker, what has happened is that now a very young leader, very robust, a man of the people, cannot hold public office because he was impeached for extra constitutional reasons. Mr. Speaker, what we are saying is that the Committee on Devolution, if Senator Halwale, for whatever reasons, is unable to move fast, let the Committee on Devolution take up this matter and bring a bill so that we debate and put in place proper requirements for impeachment of governors. Mr. Speaker, some of the things that we are being treated to in this House,